It starts with a wizard. He's old and he's wise, and though he is small, there is strength in his size. The Goliath from the west, he's not smart, but he's strong. The Flagon Slayers, this is their song. Now the warlock, he's lost all the memories he had, 'cause to deal with a demon went seemingly bad. And the druid on his quest to save the shadow plane, when you hear tortured souls, you'll remember his name. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on. The cleric, she heals in the light of the moon. She wants to find purpose, it'll come someday soon. Then the rogue draws his sword, metals clashing again. When it comes to a duel, he will always win. They're the Flagon Slayers, they drink and they fight. They're the Flagon Slayers, by day or by night. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on.
And we're back.
How's it going, everybody? I'm running the stream tonight. I almost said Steam again. I'm running the stream tonight. So if there's any problems, it's Caleb's fault.
Yes.
So in case you missed last week, the group split into two parties, going to talk to the houses of Craghammer, trying to get their support in the upcoming Zenith battle. To varying levels of success. They seem to have some support. But as we ended last week, Anzu tried to enter the estate of House Thunderbrand. And upon his entry, Cornelius stopped him and challenged him to a duel of honor, I guess would be the best way to put it. So, let's get into it. Hunter/Anzu. I need you to roll initiative for me.
Did you explain to Abby what happened last week?
I just
16.
did.
I'm
Okay.
so unbelievably behind. I'll get there.
Yeah, you're good. So
We just talked to 4 of the 5 parties, or the houses. That's
4
it.
of the 6, I believe.
I'm sure I was very helpful.
Hang on, let me double check. You didn't
There's
talk
5.
to one of them.
Yeah. Hunter's at the 5th.
Mm,
Oh yeah, no, you're
no,
right.
you
You're right. We
guys
talked
didn't.
to 3.
Yeah, you guys.
We talked to 3, and Hunter's on the 3rd, and then Brady was talking to the 4th,
Yeah.
but he hasn't gotten there yet.
Yeah. So, Anzu, what'd you roll in your initiative?
16.
16? Okay. I also rolled a 16. So,
Need to roll again.
yeah, we'll just roll again. Why not? It's for funsies anyways. Oh, that's much worse. What'd you get on your initiative?
14.
I got a 12. You're first. So, you're in like this large garden courtyard with a bunch of like topiaries, like that are all kind of designed in different creatures that are found around Craghammer. There's a very large fountain in the center, and standing in front of you, only a few, maybe like a foot taller than you, is Cornelius Thunderbrand, and you see he's kind of got like sparks of energy like flying from his eyes, kind of glowing with like this red electrical energy, and you see he's got a staff in one hand, and he's kind of looking at you, glaring with energy crackling around him.
It was gonna be a butthole. Okay, so update me on the history of this dude.
So, so he was a part of the original adventuring party you had, and there was kind of a love triangle between you and him and Linares, and he believes that you stole Linares away from him all those years ago. And he also kind of blames you for her
Women
death.
are objects.
Yeah. Hey, dwarves.
You took her from me.
Hey, you know, sometimes we portray toxic masculinity here. And that's just how it
We're-
is.
Just never really got over it.
Yeah, he seems to have not gotten over it. He left your group shortly after you and Linares got together, so...
So he's not
100.
really the famous one. He became like that one drummer in the Beatles.
Yeah, he's like
Ringo.
Pete Best. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No one knows because he left.
Yeah.
Well, that's his fucking fault.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay, and what's his name again?
Cornelius Thunderbrand.
Cornelius. Fuck, where'd my pen go?
You can't tell me you didn't love a woman for hundreds of years and then have her lost to some other guy, and then for hundreds more years you took vengeance upon him in your head before finally meeting him in person where you wanted to kill him.
Sam, do you even remember this guy since it's been so long?
Make a history check with advantage.
The love for this from this guy to Linares outlives my character's lifetime by about 6 lifetimes, maybe 7.
Yeah.
26.
26. Yeah, you remember him. He was always kind of short-tempered. And that's kind of just you also remember that Linares was not super interested in him. He kind of, for a lack of a better word, kind of imagined it or like misread her politeness
She was over
and her
really quick.
friendliness as being, from what you can remember of Linares telling you, they never dated.
Okay, so it wasn't really much to her.
No, they were friends and like colleagues, but he thought it was something more than what it really was.
Hello, Cornelius.
Hi. And if you remember also, he just shot like a giant lightning bolt at you, so.
Is Thea with me?
I mean, technically she should be. Yeah.
Yeah. We split into 2 groups. Thea and Anzu and
Okay.
the rest.
Thea, would you mind maybe, patching me up a bit?
I suppose.
Thank
What
you.
do I got? Have we had some sleeps?
Yeah.
A sleep? Okay, so I just don't know what I would. I just gotta reset my slots.
Gotta reset them.
We had weird.
Ooh, I just rolled
How
a
bad did
16.
Anzu get hit?
Not terribly, from what I remember, but enough.
About 20 points.
Cast
Oh.
your wounds at first level. Then.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Do. Do you have so many dice that now it's in a jar? You have a dice jar?
Yeah, I have
Oh
one
my god,
organized
when
by
you play
that.
Wizard, you may as well just, start playing with your dice online.
Yeah.
I was getting to a point where she has moving boxes full of dice.
Yeah, there's just a stack of dice.
It's like, hold on, let me find which dice I need to use in this in this large moving box real
You
quick.
just see dice start like tumbling backwards, just flying past Abby's head.
She has a shelf in front of the screen, and all of a sudden it just pushes her out of her chair. I'm using a Weeble Wobble chair.
A what?
I'm using a chair that like wobbles like when I sit on it. It's a
Oh, like
stool
an
that my mom.
exercise chair?
No, my mom has like this is her art room, so she has like a weeble wobble chair that she draws on.
What the fuck?
Cool.
Yeah, it's just
Is that just like a bouncy ball?
It's like a yoga ball with a chair frame on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a pogo
it's
stick.
like a rubber. It's like a rubber bottom that's like a ball, and it just leans
Seems
around.
like a chair.
But why?
And do you heal 12 hit points?
12 hit points. All right, Anzu, what are you doing on your turn? You have Cornelius in front of you, Thea behind you, and you're in like a nice little like hedge garden that's in a cave. Don't think about it too much.
Well, we have two choices here, Cornelius. We can either fight, which I wouldn't recommend, or, right, you could listen to me, hear me out, you might actually approve of what I'm saying. Yes, yes.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Mhm. Whoa.
You rolled a 12?
Yeah.
You better start talking real fast.
Right. So, apparently there's this group called the Five, and Bippity Boppity Boo, they're trying to destroy the world. Also, I brought back Daenerys from the dead. I don't know if anyone told you that yet.
No, I know about that.
Yeah, I figured you would. Yeah, you know, just trying to rally an army is fun.
You never were a great salesman, Anzu.
Yeah, well, I'm more of a book kind of person.
Well, Daenerys has already spoken to me, and after seeing you in this... Caleb, it's still going, buddy. What the heck? Man, Caleb's so rich he doesn't even know how ceiling fans work.
We're good. No, we're good. We're good. It's all done.
Good old Jacob.
Thank you.
I missed it. God damn it.
Oh, you'll see it on the replay. It'll be fine. Anyway, yeah, she already told me everything that I've already agreed to help her. I just wanted to see if you'd stand up and fight me instead of what you're doing right now.
Did you want to fight?
I'd prefer to, but it's probably not that becoming of the head of the House Thunderbrand to be fighting over old squabbles.
Right.
And you see his like demeanor kind of shift, and you see his body kind of deflate. It appears as though he's using magical energy to kind of like preserve his body, not in like a lich way, but in like when he fights, he like channels energy through himself to make himself a little stronger and more durable, and probably a little bit faster, and things of that nature. But now you see he's a little bit smaller, a little bit more wrinkled around the eyes. The hair is a little gray. And he's kind of leaning on his staff a little bit more than he was a few moments earlier. But he looks at the two of you and he says, "All right, you can come inside. I think we got some things to discuss. I'm assuming the others are wanting a little bit more than me." So he turns around and he heads back to the manor. Are you guys going to follow him?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So he walks in. You see, as you get into the main hall of House Thunderbrand, a bunch of statues of the former heads of the house, ranging back hundreds of years. And you see a few, like, staff go around. You also see a few what look like students. All of them dwarves. But he turns back to the two of you. Now, I'm going to caution you both. I am usually more accepting of people outside of Craghammer, if you know what I'm saying. And some aren't, so I would suggest staying close to me. Especially in here. Good. So he eventually leads you to this large statue that's kind of like it's embossed like into the wall, and you see him tap a like sequence of like stone next to it, and you see a door underneath it. It slides out, and then there's like a stairwell that goes down. Alright, after you watch your step, it can sometimes get a little slick down here. Oh, and also, miss, I would suggest ducking. These are made for dwarven heights.
Alright.
Alright. So, the three of you descend down, and you eventually start to hear, like, this, like, buzzing noise, like this faint, like almost like a bug zapper sort of sound. And as you eventually make it to the bottom, you see this large, what looks like a Tesla coil. You just see this large machine that has a giant metal coil around it, and then a large, what almost looks like a light bulb on top. And you just see electricity just arcing inside it. You see a few workbenches, some like manuscripts kind of laying around. You also see a few what look like strange contraptions, like these large gauntlets, and then there's what looks like maybe like almost like a jetpack, kind of all just strewn about in this workshop area. Welcome to my workshop. Please don't touch anything. Everything here is highly dangerous. But here just in case. And he hands you both pairs of rubber gloves. Sorry if these are a little small on you, miss. Again, dwarf sizes. And you notice they're not super long on you, but dwarf hands are pretty wide, so your hand fits into it fine. It's just that it only goes to like where it should go to like here. It only goes to like your wrist.
Oh, also, Cornelius, this is my niece,
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Linaris's niece.
Well, I didn't think she was on your side, Anzu, so.
Well, you know, the point is...
The height difference is the big thing.
Yes. Yes. There's that.
You don't see the resemblance?
I don't think anything coming out of Anzu is going to look that pretty, so no, I don't.
Ooh. Kind of a backhand compliment.
That is why I adopted.
Well, what can I do for you? I've heard rumors from the other houses that you've been talking to them. But is there anything you'd need my help with?
Just about everything.
Oh, joy.
As I know, you are the only house that doesn't have strong demand.
Well, the other houses don't often look outside the mountain, but House Thunderbrand does a lot of magical enchanting and magical construction work for a lot of cities around Taldore. So we've heard things, but Anzu, I'm gonna help if I can. Am I a little sore from what you did to me all them years ago? Yeah. But I'm a bigger man. I can put that down until after we finish all this.
Yes, yes, well, that's very brave of you. It takes a big man to do something like that.
You sound so convincing. Well, I have some of my best students preparing. We've also been doing some research on the Zenith that I think you might be interested in. I shared it with Linares, but she said that she had something else going on. So perhaps she would be able to shed more light on it.
Just curious, if you've spoken with Linares, why am I here talking with you?
I wanted to see what kind of man you were now. You seem calmer. You seem not as stupid. But you know, I'm willing to be proven wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, audibly laughs. That comment.
Thank you very much for those compliments, Cornelius.
You're very welcome.
That in mind.
Well, here, I've been watching something. Come here. You see, he leads you off into the side room, and you see on the wall this large, what looks like a drawing of the solar system. And you see the two moons and kind of everything, and he taps something, and it actually comes out of the wall and becomes almost like an astrolabe. It like becomes a 3-dimensional object, starting to kind of like spin. Now, from what I've been researching, there's going to be a solar eclipse this year during the zenith, and it's going to pass through, and you see he kind of like focuses in, and he says it's going to pass through about this direction, and it goes, so if you were looking at a map of Taldore, it is going to come in from up here, go through down here until it eventually reaches into near where Singorn is. So it's going to come down kind of like in this direction. And it's going to pass over Craghammer. It's going to be near Kaimal, and then it'll eventually end somewhere in the middle of the Stormcrest Mountains. Now, somewhere along this route is where the Zenith is going to be the most powerful. So that is most likely where these 5 are going to want to do their ritual. They're also going to need a lot of power. And I don't mean like, you know, power in an elevator that goes up to like the top of a mountain. I mean enough to, like, man, it would probably power, I don't know, like a forklift. No, it'd be more than a forklift. Hang on.
I couldn't see that demonstration.
Yeah,
Where was
forklifts
it?
in this world,
So
Jacob?
there are forklifts in this world, yeah. I'm pulling an
What's
Avatar.
that?
People are gonna hate that. When they introduced forklifts in Avatar, people like exploded. Anyway, so it's essentially starting.
happening?
It's starting in the northwest corner of the continent and going southeast until it reaches. It will eventually reach the Stormcrest Mountains, which are east of Singorn. And somewhere along that route is where their ritual will have to take place. Well, in all honesty, through doing my research, I'm sorry, sometimes I don't words right. And doing my research, it seems like the amount of energy they'd need would probably be about the same that the legends speak of that made Aeor fly. So it's going to be a lot. I'm also working on half information here. Linares wasn't super keen on telling me everything. But if we can plot this route out, we can send out some scouts that can kind of look for... There's like a dais or something? Is there some sort of like ritual spot? I'd like any information you could give me.
I wouldn't know any of this.
Okay. Well, maybe after you get done seeing all the other houses, you can come back over here and we can talk to your group, because maybe one of them knows.
Well, speaking of the other houses, one of them has quite the demand.
Mm-hmm. And that is?
Something about this seashells on the seashore. What is it?
Oh, you're talking about the
Seashell,
mountain expansion
seashell.
that they're wanting to do, that Jurin's been talking about.
Oh, boy. He wants to do it, but he doesn't want everyone to know about it, so he can take the resources.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But, don't tell anyone about it.
This is new information to me.
Yes.
Yeah, Farron's been looking into expanding. He says there's some rare minerals there. Why is it such a problem?
Well, what counts as a majority?
Well,
how many of your houses?
There's 5 houses, so we need 3. Simple majority rule.
Out. So we need 2 more.
Well, there's a lot of them that are dead set on expansion. I think it's a little dangerous for us, but I could be outvoted. I don't know how I could help you, because now if I said anything to him, he'd know that you told me.
Yeah, that would be nice if you didn't say anything.
Well, I'll try not to. Our meeting's in 3 days, though, so I'm sure the masterful Anzu Zook can think of something.
Well, shit. Suppose we just wait for the others then.
Well, you're welcome here. We have baths if you want it, rooms to stay in if you need it. It's open to you. Just consider this me doing a favor for you.
Do you have any eggs?
I'm sure we could find some.
I would love to have some eggs.
Well, I'll leave that to you. The kitchen is up the stairs to your left. If you keep going until you hit the end, that'll be where you can get some eggs.
Thank you.
Of course. Now, I'm going to continue studying this, see if we can maybe narrow down something. Now that I know that you're at least moderately engaged, I can begin to formulate a strategy. All right. So, as the 2 of you leave Cornelius to his work to go get, and you guys go get some eggs, we'll go back to the trio. So, what are the 3 of you doing?
I would assume we're heading to Bronze Grip so that Zygon can now have his chance to win a house over.
Okay. You're going to Bronze Grip or Zerthum?
Bronze Grip.
Okay, yeah, because
I did
Zerthum, and then and then
I did
Lorndar, and then Cirrus did Greyspine. Okay, so this is Farron Bronze Grip. Is who you're looking for.
I spell Farron.
P-H-E-R-I-N.
So much for spelling phonetically.
Hey, PH
kind of phonetically.
PH makes a sound.
But an E does not make a
If it's an ER, it does. So you guys go to the second layer, where the bronze grips tend to be, and you are directed into what looks like a giant smelter. You guys see all around you different forges that are working on different materials. You see these large, massive, what look like giant pots that are kind of rolled through with molten metal in them, and they dump out. It looks like a foundry. You ask around a little bit.
Can I
Go ahead.
Can I prestidigitate my clothes to be extra dirty?
Yeah, what kind of dirty?
Dirtier than normal. I want to look like a blue collar, hardworking Joe.
Okay. You can even make
in my captain's uniform still.
Yeah, you can make your
Well, I
hands
guess I would.
look a little rougher too. If
I will
you...
disguise self. Actually, I want to disguise self, and I want to just not be
So
a captain.
okay, so
I'd like
look
to
like
alter
you,
self.
but more like rough and kind of blue collar, hard, salt of the earth kind of Zygon. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to alter self the same way.
Okay. Okay.
Help them out a little here.
And then there's the ranger.
I want to put a mining pickaxe over my shoulder as well.
Okay. We're going full 7 dwarves here.
That's right.
Okay.
Hi ho. Hi ho.
Hi ho.
Seriously, are you going to do anything to kind of... No? Okay. So you guys ask around a little bit, and one of the foremen stops you and says, yeah, I think he's in his office. Here, let me go check. He runs up. You see him talk to one of the younger guys. And then he yells at you from the top of this catwalk. Yeah, he's in his office. You can just head down. It's at the top. You're going to have to see one of them ladders. Just climb up that, and then that's his office over there.
I guess we'll go climb the ladder.
Okay, so you guys... oh, wait.
I want to get rid of the mining pickaxe because I realize this is going to look stupid if I walk into his office with a mining pickaxe.
He just can't commit. He can't commit to the bit. Okay.
It would have been so stupid.
So, you guys...
I want to make my staff look a little bit more worn, though. It
Okay.
looks a little bit too elfy right now. I want it to look...
maybe like a little singed, little like...
A little bit of soot on it.
Yeah, like it's starting to splinter a little.
Maybe make it look like a big fire stick. Like the end of it's got like a poker on it.
Like a
it's got
big
some
torch-looking thing?
Yeah, like a big torch. There we go. That's a good... Yeah.
Okay.
Let's make it a big torch.
Okay. So, you guys are led into the office, and you see just these mountains of what look like purchase orders are just stacked on this desk, and you see a kind of chubbier looking dwarf, hands kind of gnarled. You see like some of the nails are missing, and like the fingers are swollen from like years of just hitting things, like smelting and smithing and striking themselves. You see a beard that kind of like cascades onto the desk, almost like a gray waterfall. And then you see the hair on top is kind of like frizzy, almost like this guy stuck a fork in an electrical socket, kind of just like going everywhere, you know, super unkept. You see a bottle of dwarven scotch sitting on the table, about half gone, and he pours another drink for himself. What can I do you for?
Are you faring?
That's the last time I checked, I was.
Excellent. Then we're in luck. Well, my name is Zygon, and these are my compatriots here. We've come with some awful dire news.
Uh-huh. Well, say your news.
Have you heard anything about why we're here? That we've spoken to some other families.
Well, we got a letter a few days ago, but didn't really care to read it. So
that's fair. I'm the same way.
You're not the first
person, face to face.
I can respect that. You're not the first person to come in here and say, "Without the help of Craghammer, the world's gonna end." Yeah. It's happened a lot more times than you think.
Is that right?
Yep. Well, give me the spiel. Come on.
One more time.
Uh-huh. Give it to me. Come on.
We have ourselves personally run into this group that is a giant threat to everything living.
Mm-hmm.
We've had visions. We've seen what they can do. They've blown up cities. They are coming. I can't assure you that. And we do need your help if we even want to have a chance of stopping them.
And what happens if they succeed?
Well, then you and everyone you love dies.
So me, I guess. Everybody else is down the road.
I
You
get
see,
that.
he
I get
slams
that. But
back
yeah,
the
you will.
rest of
You
his
will.
scotch, pours another glass.
I'm gonna pull out my alchemy jug and just start taking a swig.
What was your name again, son?
Zygon. My name is Zygon. Just an average Joe, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Just an average Zygon.
Just an average salt of the earth.
That's right.
Yeah.
Happens to be
And
one
you
of
know,
the richest people in Tal'Dor.
Exactly. You guys
We
are
haven't
the
gotten our mine
1%.
yet.
You guys are the 1%.
We
It
haven't
doesn't
gotten our
matter.
mine yet. That doesn't count. We're probably going to employ some of these guys at some point.
Jesus Christ.
I would. I mean, the rest of the world would be indebted to you for your help.
Mm-hmm. Well, Zygon, I don't mean to be a thorn in the side, but I don't really see why you need our help. How's Bronze Grip's not one for fighting? We usually give the spears and the swords, not wield them.
I mean, that.
Oh, we could even use your skills. You are the greatest forgers and smiths I know, and we could really use your expertise. Of course, you know, if you had something you needed or desired, I'm sure we could kind of make an arrangement.
Yes. We could
I
make
haven't
an
really
arrangement.
needed or desired anything for a few years now. See,
Maybe
he
a
takes
dog.
takes another swig of his alcohol.
We could bring you a pet dog.
I see you like that alcohol. They, you know, if the world ends, there'd be no more of that for you to have.
That'd probably be a good thing for me, in all honesty.
Wow.
And no, I don't really like it too much, but I find it's easier to handle the day drunk than it is sober.
Yeah.
Plus,
Easier a day sober than a day dead.
You sound like my wife.
Where is Mrs. Bronze Grip?
She's forging with the Allhammer.
Ah, a great honor. A great honor.
She deserved it. No,
I too am missing some family.
You never get over it. They say, oh, you know, just give it some time. It'll work out. But every day I hear the clanking of metal, and I just think of her. So he takes another swig, pours himself another. Well, Zygon, how about this? I'll agree to help you by voting for you. But other than that, I don't think the Bronze Grip's going to be much good.
Hey, if we can count on your vote, I'm sure it'll be more than enough.
Sorry. Technically, we could use some of the materials if you could send them. I already am using some of, I believe the Bronze Grips are building something for me near Amon. So if maybe some extra materials were sent down, I mean, I could pair fairly for them. I don't need you just to donate, but.
What's your name?
My name is Animus.
You see he snaps his fingers, and you see just this large, like, cabinet appears out of nowhere. And you see he begins to kind of go through it. You said...
If you need to check it, I'm using the Forge Casters from Amon, but they were getting their materials from Craghammer. And much of it is needed in the metalwork area, so I would assume that's coming from the Bronze Grips.
Well, let me check. You see how it goes through it. Now what would you need all this for?
Oh, nothing. I'm just a small amount of work being done.
This is one of the largest purchase orders we've fielded in over 100 years.
No. Oh, no. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Listen, son, I'm going to need you to be very direct with me. I don't take kindly to skirting of questions. Now,
I think
don't waste this man's time. We're guests.
I'm sorry.
Let me
hold
Yeah,
on. Let me
Animus.
just. My
Jeez,
bad.
what are we
No,
doing?
you're right. You're right.
Come on,
I was
man.
gonna say if we can maybe send some extra materials, because not much of what many of the people in Amon have are great weapons that can fight. Many of them are, dinged and old swords.
Let me ask you something, Animus. From what I've been reading about these reports, there's a dragon that can shoot acid and has mind powers.
Uh-huh.
Do you think a random soldier from Amon is going to be able to stand up to that no matter what sword I give him?
No, but they are not the ones we need them to worry about as much. It's just everything else and the army they've created to fight everyone else. So, I mean, it's realistically
dragon if we're overwhelmed.
Depending actually how well Anzu's talks are going, we could get House Thunderbrand to maybe enchant some of the shields to take away some of the damage.
You think that House Thunderbrand's gonna help you?
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just
Cornelius don't help nobody for nothing.
Maybe let's just do the vote first, and then we can talk about other things later. I was just throwing it out there. If it was, you can do more than you think you can. That's all I was trying to say.
Well, don't be. Well, there's an old expression: you can put a makeup on a pig, and it'll still be a pig. You can give a random soldier one of the greatest swords ever made. He's still a private.
I think, technically, defense is going to be a big thing in this battle. There's a lot of attacks that they're focusing on. If you can make some great shields, which, by the way, not a big thing that people use in Amon. It's mostly just people carrying around swords and not caring about their defense. But if you, in your house, can make a few hundred, a few thousand shields in the next month or so, send them down to Amon, maybe enchanted, if possibly by Thunderbrand, possibly not, maybe by someone else that we can pay along the way, then you have a lot of soldiers who are good fighters using their swords, but having the ability to not instantly die on the battlefield. It's just shooting out there. But if that's your vote is all we really need. I might be making this more difficult, and Zygon here is a better talker than I.
Well, I'm never one to say no to those in need. You have my vote, and for a sizable price, you have my materials.
Reasonable.
Good to hear.
Well, I'd rather die doing something than not, so I'll help.
Couldn't agree more. Thank you.
All right, gentlemen, I have a date with this here bottle, and it's almost over, so I suggest you get moving.
Yeah, you take her easy, and if she's easy, you take her twice.
All right, so the three of you leave his office. That's all the houses. What do you guys want to do now? Anzu, you have your eggs. If you would like pocket eggs, you may also have pocket eggs. I know how much you enjoy the good old pocket egg.
To message the others if I could and tell them that.
Okay.
Oh, Shay's going hard on something. Tell them to reconvene with me at Cornelius.
Okay. So you guys.
I'd also like to talk to Cornelius.
Okay.
Do we want to do Cornelius's, or do we want to go back to the hotel first?
It's up to you guys.
I feel like the hotel would probably make more sense.
At least as a center point, the hotel makes more sense right now. Is what I would say if Anzu messaged me.
If he were to, hypothetically.
I don't know which one of the three of us.
I
to
assume
message,
he would probably message you.
But I do assume.
I choose Zygon.
Well,
Okay then. So what are you saying to Zygon?
Done with our meetups. One yes, one probably no. Where meet?
Okay. So Zygon, where are you guys meeting?
I'll turn. I don't have message or anything. So.
You can return
you
the
already-
message. Yeah, it's a
Oh.
yeah. You guys
Oh,
are
shit.
like linked together right now, so the next thing you say will go to him.
Is it a lot?
I guess we'll go back to the hotel, right?
Okay. Cool.
Say meet back at the hotel. We got 2 yeses and a sketchy yes, so we have the numbers.
Okay. So, you guys all reconvene. Answer, you're wanting to talk to Cornelius?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to do that before you head back to the hotel?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Okay. So as you guys are getting ready to leave, you go see Cornelius in his study. You remembered the combination to get in. You see him kind of, he has a screwdriver in one of his hands, and he's kind of tinkering with one of these large gauntlets that you saw earlier. How's it going, Anzu?
Great. How are you?
Yeah, I've been better, but been worse too.
So, what is your motivation for helping us? Are you really wanting nothing?
Well, Anzu, the way I see it is, when duty calls, you gotta answer. And, yeah, there's nothing else I really want. I don't know. There's other houses that are a little bit more greedy. And they tend to only do things for others if there's a deal involved. But, it's not how I am. I don't want anything else. Yeah, go ahead.
Hmm. 18.
He seems genuine. He doesn't seem to be lying or anything. He continues. I made some mistakes when I was younger, and I want to set a good example for my house. We haven't always been the most inviting or the most charitable. So I figure if I help with this, maybe it'll start the house on a new foot, Plus, what better way to test out my inventions with some live field tests?
Very well. I'll get back to you. It sounds like we may have the votes plus one extra.
Well, that's good. Be careful, though. Sometimes a yes is a no, if you know what I mean. Also, Anzu, if anything happens to Linares and I find out it's your fault, just don't let me find out.
Right. Yes, well, I'll see you later.
Whoever has the information on the Zenith, have them come talk to me. You leave. You and Thea get back to the hotel. Hotel's kind of winding down for the evening. It's probably around 5. You guys see the large atrium has now changed to where it's like nice and sunlit to now it's kind of like a sunset. You see the lobby is a little bit more full than it was when you guys left. You see a large group of halflings, like probably about 7 or 8 halflings, and you see them kind of sitting off into a corner, as one of them is up at the front desk. You see the manager and her goblin assistant kind of monitoring everything, and then what looks like kind of a younger human male, probably in his like late 20s, early 30s. He comes up, and you see following behind him is another goblin, and it seems as though they do kind of a shift from the day manager to the night manager. But yeah, it's pretty lively. You see a few like bellhops taking baggage to different rooms, and but yeah, it's just a normal functioning hotel. Nothing crazy is going on right now. You do hear a few people be like, I heard that there was a naked gnome running around. Like, a naked gnome? Yeah, he was covered in butter. He slid down the hall. They tried to chase him, but I don't think they found him. They say he's like crawling around in the vents and stuff.
What?
But the trio, you guys got back a little bit earlier than Thea and Anzu, so you guys are actually in the room. Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
I like to be risky.
I have a note in my book here. About the staff. From the Spider Queen. It says need to talk to Cornelius tonight. Did I already do that?
You have not.
Okay.
Yep.
Is that like tonight?
That is tonight.
So we need to figure out how to get to Cornelius, huh?
Well, Anzu
Or is it just me?
Anzu is supposed to send someone to talk to Cornelius about the Zenith and knows information about the Zenith, so you could probably tag along with that.
Okay. Yeah. All right, that'll work.
All right, so the 5 of you have reconvened in the hotel room. We can... Well, do you guys want to role play telling each other about the information that you received, or do you want to just say that you guys know about it? It's up to you guys.
Maybe role play, because Abby missed
that's fine.
3 of them.
All right, so Anzu and Thea, you guys enter in. You guys have a new, I guess for lack of a better term, concierge. A kind of younger tiefling woman with like purple skin. She has like earrings that go like up her ear, like from the base all the way to the top to the tips on both sides, and then she has like chains wrapped around her horns that kind of go behind her ears. But she opens the door for the 2 of you as you guys go inside.
Jacob, was she there when we walked in?
No.
Okay.
Oh, rip. You don't even know she's there yet. Wow.
Cirrus,
make
a perception check for me.
So, you're a tiefling too? Yep.
Fuck, what is it? Perception?
Yeah.
Where the fuck was this at? There you are. 6.
6. Okay, yeah, you don't notice anything. That's our ranger.
There he is.
So yeah, you guys have reconvened. Zygon, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh? Oofers?
So
Oopsie
why?
daisies?
It's 18.
18. You hear faint singing in the back of your head for probably about a good 5 seconds, and then it just fades away.
I'm gonna wander around and see if I can find the source of it because I don't know what's in my.
Kind of like looking for phone signal. Just
Yeah.
yeah, you can't locate it. It's gone.
Did I understand any like lyrics or?
No, it was just kind of like a indistinguishable, just kind of singing.
It was Sweet Home Alabama.
Sweet Home Alabama. And then just fades
And you
out.
definitely don't know what that is because there's no Alabama in this world.
Right.
Says
You have
you.
no idea. Not in this world. There might be an Alabama in this universe.
It's Alabama, but there's like a couple apostrophes and like a hyphen somewhere in there.
It's Alabama.
Yeah.
What is this Alabama?
Alabama.
I would like to use my divine sense and try to detect any celestial fiend or undead in the room.
Okay. You take a second. There's a very faint celestial presence in the room. Very, very faint.
Oh!
Like
So who's in the room?
it's like a blip. Like it's literally like, huh, and then it's gone.
Who's in there with us?
The 5 of you are all together. I realize that Thea is like lit by the sun right now and looks angelic, but it's not Thea.
I know you can't quite see me. Too dazzling.
Fair.
My skin sparkles in the sun.
Oh no, not a
Oh,
Twilight
boy.
vampire.
No.
It's already happened.
We give her a baseball bat.
Let's go play baseball in a thunderstorm. Honestly, one of the coolest scenes from that entire franchise, though, in all honesty.
Yeah, but what
It
a
was insane.
useless fucking scene. Anyway.
It was useless, but somehow
I only
also the
watched
best.
first one, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, I'm out. I'm out. I
Nope,
can't
nope.
do this.
Vampires play baseball.
I tried so hard to make myself watch those movies. I got halfway through the second. I'm like, I
Can't do it.
If you watch them as comedies, it's a great time.
Yeah.
Yes. I was trying to do it just for the cultural reference and like
Right.
importance, but I was like, I just can't do
It's
it.
like watching Tommy Wiseau's The Room. It's like you don't watch it
Is
for the
it
story
really
itself.
that bad, though?
No, it's not that
No,
bad. But
not
I'm
bad.
saying if you watch it similarly, or you're watching it because of the memes instead of it actually being a good movie, that's what you watch it for.
And there's the
This-
one vampire
Looks
that's,
good.
like got the dreadlocks. He's super sketchy. Got the red eyes or whatever.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
weird.
yeah. What's his name?
Jared.
Dude.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's supposed to have 2 different names. Yeah, that's the one.
the 5 of you are now back, and Zygon, there is a celestial presence, and then it's just gone. Like it's gone as fast as the
me?
singing. It is not
coming
you.
from me?
No, it is not you. You always give off a faint celestial presence, like very, very, like because of your heritage, you give off very,
Right.
very faint celestial, but nothing.
Also a faint demonic.
Well, yeah, but he's not tracking demonic. He's tracking fiend, which is slightly different.
True.
They're like
That's true.
I would say like half siblings. And then celestials and demonic are like cousins.
Have we met any celestials in our entire like campaign journey?
You've met gods, but nothing.
You think of anyone that would be around?
Yeah, you haven't met anyone that you know to be celestial.
Okay.
Except for like maybe Thea's brother, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh, yeah.
He's-
seen him in a while.
Yeah, he's a
on the
demigod
mic.
basically, so like there's that.
He's off doing whatever he does.
Yeah, Therion. Or Therion. Yeah. I sometimes pronounce it a little differently, but yeah.
Theron.
Theron.
Theory.
Okay.
I don't.
Commence with whatever you guys are going to share with each other. I don't know, whatever.
So I found
I
out.
didn't die. Look at that. I'm still alive.
Yeah, we were all told you were dead.
Yes, I was also told that I was going to die.
Well, hopefully we all got some good news. What were you going to say, Sears?
Oh, this is more of a Zach thing. We can.
Oh, no, go ahead, Zach.
The guy's name. His name is Laurent.
Ah, you suck. Ah, Caleb, you suck.
Hurts. I should have known that. I remember that.
Should have. But yeah.
All right. Okay, so we talked to Bronze Grip, Glorindar, and Greyspine. Pretty good conversations. Glorindar, they just want us to talk to Amon and get Amon to approve them building in the Seashale Mountains. And Bronze Grip is just helping us out because Bronze Grip's an absolute hero of a man. And Greyspine was a little sketch. I believe he wanted us to go down and get some sort of powerful scepter for his own use to may not take over all of the dwarves in the city. So,
Jacob, is that the same scepter or is just two different?
It's quite possibly the same scepter.
It's almost entirely
What are the odds there's multiple scepters?
Yeah, what are the odds that there was a high priestess of Loth that got her scepter stolen by the Duergar, and then stolen again, and then lost again, and then, it could be two scepters.
Let it go for you, Anzu. Yeah.
Anzu's deep in thought.
Good to hear. This is good to hear. Very important information.
What do you want?
No, I said, how did it go for you? I explained what happened for us.
You guys see Anzu just chewing on his pocket eggs. Just
have a yes.
You have a yes and a no? Why was there a no? What'd you do?
Do you know the seashore by the seashore mountain thing, whatever?
Yeah. We got an one of our.
Yes, same thing. Except this guy doesn't want anyone else to know about it, so we can strip it of resources and make money. Much harder to do. I'd rather go with the other person.
What if we just get it and then also tell him that he's fine to go build in the seashale, but one of the other houses also had that plan?
I mean, realistically, they wouldn't be able to begin anytime soon since the world's going to end in about a month.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we can tell him anyway, though. We could maybe go to Amon, ask him for the Seashell Mountains, and then maybe tell both of them to build on certain sides of the mountains and split them, maybe?
Oh, well, the kicker is they want it done in 3 days. Or else we don't get that out.
Well, we do have... Mathis does currently have one of the orbs, I believe. No. His boyfriend has one of the orbs. Rupert has my orb. Mathis has no orb. We could always
just... boyfriend?
That's our ranger.
The vampire.
Nothing gets by him.
We can always teleport back to Amon while we're staying here, have a conversation with Mathis, and maybe take it before the court there, and just because technically Amon doesn't own the land, they're just trying to make sure that Amon doesn't get mad at them building up in the mountains. I don't know why Amon would want it.
I mean, like I said, 3 days. Good luck.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. We teleport out maybe later tonight. Try to have a conversation with them tomorrow. Come back. Tell them that we have it. We have two yeses. So you got a yes from Zertham then? And Thunderbrand almost killed you and said no?
Thunderbrand said yes.
Thunderbrand said yes.
What?
Yes.
I thought he was trying to kill you for stealing his girl.
Enemies were old friends. He would never kill me.
Well, every other house we talked to said that
Do you know
Thunderbrand
that
was
band called the Beatles?
I can't tell you that I totally heard of the beetles.
They're from the Feywild, and it's just a bunch of tiny little beetles.
Yeah.
They have it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
It's really
One
weird
of
when they
them-
perform "I Want to Hold Your Hand" because they don't have hands.
This is true.
Yeah.
Of all the songs to pick.
One of them is called Ringerist, and the one before Ringerist left the band before they got really popular, so no one really cares about the one before Ringerist.
okay.
That's
What is-
Cornelius. Cornelius is the other one.
So Cornelia left the Beatles before the Beatles got popular.
And this is spelled Beatles as in like the bug beetles. That's yeah.
The real ways.
It's a group of 4 beetle bards that traveled Taldore.
Beetle bugs.
Yeah, beetle
So what
bards.
If Cornelius is a yes, what does he want from you? Does he want
He
you
doesn't
to
want
give up
anything.
Daenerys finally?
You know, he wants to set an example for his kids in his house. He's a very upstanding man. You know, he's
Alright.
just a little heartbroken.
And like maybe a little smooch from Linares.
A little,
Sounds
little bit of a smooch, little smooch.
Sounds like we did a pretty good job then. We also were able to possibly convince Bronze Grip to send a few thousand shields to Amon.
Well, we need 3 yeses.
Yes, we do. We need a third yes. We have a couple possibles. We could either get a sketchy scepter from the Underdark and give it to the Duergar old guy who will most likely use it to take over this city. Or we can go to Amon and have a conversation with Mathis to allow them to build in the Seashell Mountains.
Yes, I'm a bigger fan of the mining. Now, as far as the staff, we could try to, how do I say this? Make a fake one.
True. Could do that. We could split up again. If you guys want to go
Seem to
to
work really well.
Mathis and Amon and then try to get them to allow them to build in the Seashell, and then maybe the other group, we head down to the Underdark and try to find the scepter as a backup plan.
Also, I've been thinking if we find that woman's brother, perhaps they don't need the mountains, they don't need the land. Maybe that would be enough payment for them.
True. Glorindar, her brother was lost a couple years ago, and that's why she took charge. What was her name, Jacob? I don't have my notes with her.
It is Jurin Glorindar.
Yes. So
Very
she's
familiar
current,
name.
she's the one who's in charge, is Jurin, but her brother was the one who's supposed to be in charge, and he was lost in the Underdark a couple years back. So either way, though, we don't have to split up. We can all 5 go. I just think Mathis at this point has helped us out enough. I don't think all 5 of us might need to go to that to have a conversation with
We
him.
just sent him ascending.
Well, we could, but I think having our presence in Amon for the meeting with the government may be a good idea.
Let me send him ascending very quick.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Anzu starts limbering up. Okay, Anzu, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
You fucking with me?
I am not. Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay.
If you guys remember, Mathis has protective magic around him for spells of this nature.
22.
22. Okay. So yeah, you send out your spell and you feel it hit this barrier, but then you kind of will yourself through and you are allowed to send this message. What are you saying? Remember, it's 25 words max.
Hi, Mathis. Dwarves want to mine seashell mountains. Is that what they're called?
The seashell, yeah.
And need approval from you.
And him
Not
on.
you. Put him on. Will have majority, if so.
Okay. Few moments go by. Anzu, not sure. The council has not met in some time. May need some of you to come back.
Let's see. Who here knows the most about the eclipse?
Probably me. I wrote
Okay.
journals.
Animus. Does anybody else need to go see Cornelius?
Does he need me to go see him?
Yes.
That's good. I could probably ask him if he can enchant the shields that Bronze Grip's making. Because if he's able to do that, then we will have a lot of magical resistant shields.
And then Zygon, I, and Thea can go to a barn and sort things out. Because Zygon is so good at talking to people.
That is true. Well, do we want to
You
send
have
just...
a way.
Do you want me and Sierras to then go underground and Scepter possibly? Or do you want to wait?
Go where to do what?
Find Scepter in the Underdark? We can
Why don't
start
you
the
just
journey
work on
down.
Cornelius for now, just to make sure.
Oh, that won't take very long. Well, neither of us are sending, so what we'll do is once you get a plan from Mathis on when the council can meet, send us a sending, and we'll start kind of heading down there. And then if we kind of reach anything that's just kind of too much, then we'll wait for you guys to teleport to us.
Do either of you have a stone?
No, neither have a stone.
That's what I thought.
You could always just teleport back and then come down to us. We'll leave any information here in
So
the hotel.
if you get in trouble, I should use a 7th level spell just to come here.
Yes.
No. We'll be fine.
Oh.
We'll let the dwarves know we're going to be okay. If we get
I can
into
give you my
trouble... Oh, yes, we could also borrow a stone.
How about you just...
But then one person can't teleport back.
together?
Yeah, but we can do the thing where I take his stone and then the other two teleport back to here. Wait, no. And then one of them teleports back to here, takes the other stone, and then teleports back. And then two of them teleport back.
Animus.
It's like
Or
the
all
chicken,
three.
the dog,
Wait.
and the bag of feed problem.
Yep.
Hold on. Let me figure this one out. I'm stuck on it now. So if I have a stone,
Can I pull out
Anzu,
my pocket watch?
Just start
Anzu
fiddling
teleports
with it.
back to me.
Again, just where did all this pocket watch business come from?
No, you're right. No, this is a weird situation.
It's very
Definitely in a
important
weird
steps I go until the time, we're going to be in the Underdark. You'll never be able to tell when the sun's up.
You're right. We will wait on the Underdark until you guys let us know what is going on with the council. If that's going to take longer than expected, maybe you send one or two of you back to help us go down to the Underdark while the other one or two stays in Amon and discusses with the council what we're doing. Good?
Yes.
I'm worried that Abby is frozen.
No, she's just sitting like that.
Yeah, I think Abby's
Abby's
Wi-Fi is
really good at
acting weird.
sitting still.
Yeah, and Birdie.
I'd like to grab some eggs at the front and then head out.
Okay.
All right.
Is it just
We can
you
take
going?
a break real quick.
Yeah.
No, it's me, Zygon, and Thea.
Okay. So as the group decides on the next plan of action, We'll go ahead and take a break.
Milk.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. And yes, they
Making
heard.
you orgasm?
They
What
they
the fuck?
they made the milk. They heard the milk thing.
They made the
I just drank a lot of milk, guys. Give me
they
a break.
milk.
I was hungry,
herd
and I was
of
like, "There's no real."
You were hungry, so you drank liquids.
Yes, because
I
it
was
fills
pretty hungry.
your
so
stomach. What is
the milk
hunger if not empty stomach,
Heard
right?
if I heard the milk.
Essentially, it's like a pressure valve, right? So you got your tum tum, and once you get over a certain
milk.
level, your
And
tum
when you
tum's like,
drink
okay, we don't
milk,
need anything else.
Milk.
I like spaghetti.
I hear them tell me about how the milk's in my stomach.
All right, so the trio of Thea, Anzu, and Zygon. How are you guys planning on getting back to Amon?
The same way we got here.
Where's Rupert?
Hold on.
The last you heard, Rupert was in Singorn, and you have received information recently that Singorn has supposedly disappeared
Out to the fair.
to the Feywild.
Where is Braun?
You don't know. You haven't checked in with Braun in a while.
Well, we checked in with him. We checked in with his location. We don't know where. And then what? And then Lochnar is.
Lochnar is
Still off on the-
he's at the monastery, which is north of Amon, still training and traveling with Sheldon.
If you need to get somewhere close enough, you could possibly go to Lochnar, but
Also, Anzu has a teleport spell, so he could just teleport them to.
yeah, you guys will most likely sleep when
Hey,
you get there.
Caleb, not to pull a Dr. Larson here, but I'm gonna need more headroom, man. I need more headroom.
If I do, the lights just like.
Yeah, but now it looks like you have a halo. Now I just see your chest.
Hello.
There
I
you
understand that reference.
There you go.
That was a good one. Good reference.
More of your chest.
There we go, Caleb. Now it looks like you're like a kindergartner at picture day.
Now tilt your head.
Now go like this. Now give me a smile. There we
Tilt
go.
more.
Nope.
Tilt more.
We went crazy eyes. We went crazy eyes.
And that look.
All right. It looks like Children of the Corn. So, are you guys just gonna use the teleport spell to just get back to Amon, Anzu? Is that what you're planning on doing?
Sure.
I mean, you don't have to do that. There's other ways. I don't want to force you into making a decision here.
What's another way?
I don't know.
Walk.
You guys are supposed to figure that out.
You can walk.
True. Walking, using legs.
Aren't there those gates?
True, but you don't have access to the one here in Craghammer.
Can I request access to the
Why
one here
not?
in Craghammer?
That would probably take a few days of bureaucracy and red tape.
I would
Bro.
like to teleport.
All right, so
Bureaucracy.
you, Thea, and Zygon hold hands, and in a matter of moments, you disappear into the ether that connects the world, and you guys emerge in the basement of the Flagon Slayers Guild Hall. It's around, let's see, it's around probably 3 o'clock in the afternoon. What are you guys doing?
I would like to go to Mathis.
Okay. So he is you currently do not know his location since his house was attacked. He's been staying off the grid.
What a cocksucker.
I mean, you can believe that all you want. But yeah, you don't know exactly where he is.
Let's go find him.
Let's go figure it out.
The old-fashioned way.
Boots on the ground. All right.
Let's go.
Is it one of those things where he'll find us?
Possibly. You could always
One can only.
message him and be like, "Hey, man, We're in Amon now.
They could always use one of the two people who have sending
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
group,
Exactly.
I'll do
who
that.
happen to both be there.
All right, Anzo, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
God. 20. Yeah, 22.
22. Okay. Yeah, you easily slip past Mathis's mental barrier. What do you want to say?
Where are you?
Where are you? Every
And
time.
I'm so sorry.
A few moments pass. Hello, Anzu. I am in. I'm down by the docks. Just come there, and I'll find you.
I'm going to go to the dock.
Okay. So the trio, you guys go down to the docks. Things are kind of winding down for the evening.
Go to our room and take the blanket.
Blanket? Makeup.
I think there's blankets out there.
Why did you put it on the table?
Blankets out there.
You wanted to.
Makeup.
Blankets are out there.
I don't think you.
I'm playing. Try to teach here.
He's trying to be a nerd. Let him be a nerd. All right, hurry, Zach. You're singing too well. We're gonna get copyright struck. Okay, so things are winding down at the docks. Everyone's kind of going in for the day. You guys also see that there's a storm, like a rainstorm that's coming in on the ocean. So some of the boats have come in early to not get caught in the storm.
Storms a brewing.
Storms a brewing indeed. Anzu, you can feel it in your shoulder where you kind of hurt it that one time. Some might even say you can feel it coming in the air tonight.
You can hear it in your stump, in your finger stump.
One of the best drum hits. But yeah, you guys.
Feel it.
I don't know why we're so singy tonight. We're so sing-songy. So, what are you guys doing? You're just kind of chilling at the docks, waiting for Mathis. Are you guys going to do anything while you're waiting there?
Are we in Amon now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You missed a small check. A little. You're in Amon. Mathis isn't at his normal house because Mathis is in hiding, and that you're trying to send to Mathis to see where he is.
Oh no, Andrew already did that. Mathis is at the docks, and Mathis said that once they went to the docks to be available because he would find them.
So that happened.
Yeah.
Good explanation, Caleb.
No, just being.
I was going to do that thing where I just repeat everything Jacob says, but I decided against it.
He decided not to instead of couldn't remember. Yeah.
So what happened was...
Here's the thing. So you guys kind of mill around there for a little bit, and then eventually you see this, older sailor with a peg leg, and he's got an eye patch on, scraggly, gray beard. Looks like he's been to the bottom of the ocean and back a few times. He kind of walks over to you. Are you, what was the, Thala? And he looks to you, Thea.
Is this Mathis?
No, it is not.
Oh. Thea.
No, I don't think that's what it was.
All right.
And you see he begins to hobble away, and as he does, a note drops out of his pocket in front of you guys.
Pick it up.
Okay. On it is a note that says Sunken Hollow.
Is that one of the taverns on the docks?
There is one of the taverns on the docks named the Sunken Hollow. All right.
Brain.
Big brain. All right. So you guys head over to the Sunken Hollow, and there is no one in there. Not even a bartender. It's just... You see that this bar is made mostly out of driftwood. It looks really run down. This is like the cheapest, most derelict bar in all of Amman, including in the slums. Like, this place is held together by salt water and prayers. Like, it looks like it could topple at any second.
Can I make a perception
have
check
had
to
a
see if I
spot
hear anything?
Yeah, go ahead.
Dice. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Oh shit!
So we got 36 or something stupid.
So you hear the faint of waves crashing against the docks. You hear the rumble of thunder off in the distance as it gets closer and closer as the night draws near. And then you hear this like faint grinding noise. Like two gears grinding together.
Okay. Where is it coming from?
It's coming from the what would be most likely like the pantry area in the back of the bar.
I'll go look at it.
Okay, so you guys go through there. The pantry door, as soon as you go to open it, just comes off the hinges and starts to fall. You catch it and gently place it off to the side. It's a pantry. It's pretty bare. You see some moldy bread, some cheese that has a few mice going in and out of it, like a giant cheese wheel that has an entry and an exit for the mice.
Awesome.
But yeah, there's nothing that you can... Maybe you were just hearing like a ship grinding against a dock or something.
Can I hold up my jeweler's loop and like look in it and see if I see anything? I can't imagine what, but just try that and then look at them and say, do either one of you want to check this out? I thought I heard something.
So you begin looking around. You don't notice anything. Do any of you know Thieves Can't? Okay.
I read it.
It's true.
Thieves can't what?
Thieves can't.
Good one. Good
Words. Man, Caleb, you are ready for dadhood with these jokes. So Thea, you notice.
I'm even wearing a forest T-shirt from Alaska.
You
Kimmy got
notice
me.
on some of the shelves, there's like notches. And so I don't know if Abby's still here or not.
Are we playing Minecraft?
Notch. See, now that was also a dad joke. Man, dad jokes that our generation make are going to be really weird.
They're going to be terrible.
They're going to be probably worse because now it's like video game references and like all that stuff. We're going to see if Abby will rejoin here in a sec. She's been having internet issues tonight.
This is our
Abby, come back.
difficulty music.
Abby, come back.
Da, 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 da.
I mean, Zygon, you technically can read Thieves Can't, but you don't necessarily know what it means. I don't know. That's weird. Anyway, but Thieves Can't isn't really a written language. You know, for this example, we'll just say, why not?
Technically it is.
Yeah, technicality says yes. So, you see these notches that are on the shelves, and they're in a strange, like, almost like a musical key. And as you look, you see them... Oh, she's back. Okay.
Yay.
So,
I don't know what's going on with my Wi-Fi.
yeah, it's fine. So, as I was saying, you see these notches on these shelves, and they appear to be in some sort of musical key. And and it looks, it's weird to be there, but to like the normal to non thieves can't reading person, it just looks like random symbols that like maybe someone's just carved in and just for because they were bored. But you guys notice this like musical stanza from the shelves.
Do I know what it might mean?
I mean, it's music. It's some sort of tune.
Do I have to sing it or something?
Maybe.
It is a
On
night.
the table.
You have to sing the entirety of the Sweeney Todd soundtrack.
It's gonna be hard. I don't know it.
Demon Barber of Fleet Street.
Gotta love some Sweeney Todd.
You have to sing all of The Sound of Music.
Ooh, that's a good
I
one.
could maybe do that. I could probably do that.
That's a good
The
one.
hills are alive.
With the sound
Go,
of
dear.
music.
Female dear.
Oh gosh, we're gonna get copyright struck again.
These are
Goodbye.
all movies I've
Golden
definitely
Sun.
seen.
You haven't seen Sound of Music? Oh, Zach.
Oh, that's like required
we're
watching.
gonna have to correct that.
The sound of
Anyway,
music is so.
it's probably one of the best.
So a needle pulling thread.
You messed up the lyrics. You no longer get to sing. Anyway,
Oh.
It's great
killing
when the
yourself.
Nazis show up and ruin everything.
gosh dang
Damn.
Nazis. But don't worry, the Nazis lose in the end, Zach. Sorry, spoilers.
Oh, spoilers! Whoa!
Zach, you've kind of seen a version of, or an act out version from that from that movie. At the very end of Ted Lasso, they do a whole bit from Sound of
Oh,
Music.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Anyway, back to it. Yeah, you don't know why it's here, but it is.
Does anyone have an instrument on hand? No.
This is why you need a
I don't
bard.
know what that means. I don't know.
Hang on.
Jacob punishing us 3.5 years later for one of us not being a bard.
You gotta play
Can
bards,
I like
man.
blow into my alchemy jug? Like, ooh, ooh.
Yes.
You certainly can try.
Let's do it.
Okay. Make
I'll
a
like tap on my sword.
make a performance check for me, Zygon,
All right.
to see if you can at least be in like the right key.
Can I help him by tapping on my sword and like some little like using it like a keytar?
Sure. I'll say Zygon, you have advantage because of Thea's
Like,
keytar sword.
who needs bards,
Oof,
right?
I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that advantage. Okay,
That's so
it's
dumb.
17 with advantage.
Oh my gosh, he sounds like those guys who beatbox on a flute.
So, Zygon, as you're blowing the jug, you realize, oh, there's a bunch of different holes on this thing. So you like uncork a few of the other holes, and it makes it almost sound kind of like an organ. And after you play it, you hear this like this grinding noise as you guys feel yourself going lower and lower, and the bar behind you disappears as you go.
Oh shit!
Where did that work? That's so silly.
Dungeons and Dragons is a weird game, man.
Let's do
I
it.
love it.
So you eventually it goes as it stops, and you guys see a tunnel that leads towards the city.
It goes one direction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I walk in that direction.
All right. So as you guys exit and go down, you see the pantry go back up. There's no way out. Well, except for high-level players who can teleport and do all sorts of stuff. So, you know, that's fun. But you guys continue
You're
walking.
trapped in here, mwaha.
And eventually, it opens up into this large room with, you realize this is one of the sewers, one of the more larger areas of the sewers for Amon. And you see standing, or sitting off to the side on a bench is the old raggedy pirate that you guys saw, but he removes his beard and he takes the hat off and he puts the peg leg back and he kind of waves at you guys. You see he's like a younger elf in his like equivalent to like his mid-30s. And then you see further up, standing in front of a large table with what looks like a bunch of maps and plans out in front of him is Mathis. Hello. Sorry for the confusion, but you know, can't be too careful these days. I said that you met Emil, and then Emil
Looking nice.
waves to you guys, and you see he puts his gear back on, and then he goes through one of the tunnels. Well, you know, it's not the most elegant of places, but it serves a purpose, and you get used to the smell after a little while.
It's fantastic.
It's fine. You
Just
don't
get a
have
little
to flatter me.
incense and you'll be good.
Oh no, don't light anything while you're down here. The gases would send us up like a fireball. So, Anzu told me that you had a business proposition for the city of Amon.
We do.
Someone else take it away.
Someone else talk.
Basically, the Seashell Mountains, the dwarves would like to tap into it and expand into it in order for their support to help us in the war, and we get to live out of it.
So they're trying their final play for the expansion that they've been wanting.
I mean,
Very shrewd.
telling them yes and then, not delivering after we all live is also an idea that I've thought of.
Yeah, that is an idea, yes, Professor, but that could start a larger conflict. And I assume that even if the dwarves of Craghammer do help us, they won't send as many forces as we, on the off chance that if they don't get what they want, we are a demoralized and slightly less numbered opposition. Which houses were wanting this expansion?
Well, there's two in particular. The one that I saw want this, but they want it in secret, so the other houses don't know.
And I'm assuming that was Zerthum.
Mm.
And Glorindar.
Really? Well, do you have the votes without their support? No.
It would be hard to get the votes without one of their support.
Do we have a
Otherwise, we
preference
need
as
to
who
travel to the
have a
Underdark
favorite?
and get a staff within 3 days.
Would you rather be bludgeoned to death with a hammer or stabbed to death with a knife, Saigon?
Probably the hammer.
See, I prefer the knife.
I don't want to bleed out. I just, knock me unconscious and I'm done.
Fair point.
I would like to propose that Amon just give them the rights to do it, and then we deal with the fall off after the war.
What are your concerns with giving this to them?
Well, it's always concerning to give land away when you don't exactly know what purpose it is for. Furthermore, the dwarves of Craghammer are... When they tell you they want something, they will tell you they want it, but not what for. And if you do press them on what for, they will give you one of their 30 reasons.
I was only told materials.
Yes, I'm assuming they also want the land and the sea access. Craghammer cannot ship without using other people at the moment. So their true aim is likely to build a port that they could then use for their own.
Perhaps we could tack.
Perhaps.
I would still move on with just moving on with the plan. I mean, even if they do want to declare war on you after this war, they don't have a majority.
True. I'll bring this to the council. Is there a time period in which this is needed?
3 days. Today is number 1.
Ah, yes. Answer, you always bring me the most time-sensitive things. I could convene the council by tomorrow. You will have your answer. I expect a tentative agreement, perhaps a shared custody of the land and its resources.
Would we be able to get a formal scroll?
Yes, of course. I would send it with you once we have all signed it. Is there anything else?
Do you have any eggs?
If you would like, you could dive into the water and find your own, but I wouldn't recommend eating them.
Is it pregnant? What's going on? The egg thing.
Answer just likes eggs.
I've done a lot more recently, though.
Eggs.
Eggs are good. Maybe Anzu's wanting to become a muscle wizard, and he's just getting swole.
I do my yoga stretches every day.
Yeah, he's getting swole.
Waiting for the day that Jacob's finally like, you know what? You get a +1 to strength.
One day I'll get like a +1 to dexterity or something.
Or strength.
Well, if there's nothing
useless
else,
attribute.
I hate to sound rude, but there are many pressing issues. Emil will guide you out and get you back to your guild hall.
Right.
Very well.
Thank
I make no promises. What was your question, Hunter?
How long has it been since I planted all the bushes?
Probably a few weeks.
Because don't they become sentient in a month?
Yeah, they're not quite there.
Oh.
But you guys are guided back to the guild hall by Emil. And now we'll go back to the duo. So, kind of rewinding just a smidge. The others have just left, and now it is just you, Zygon, and Animus in the hotel room.
Zygon went with him.
Yeah, Zygon did go with them.
Well, ready to go talk to Cornelius?
Yeah.
All right.
What do you need?
The two of you exit the hotel room. Both of you make a perception. Well, no. Sirius, make a perception check. Gosh dang it. People are shooting off fireworks and it's annoying. I don't like it.
10.
10.
Dogs barking.
Yeah, there's been like 4 like massive explosions right outside my house.
Yeah. It's 4th of July weekend, brother.
Yes, sir. America.
Gotta prove my freedom by blowing
Winners,
stuff
baby.
up.
1-0.
Literally burn your money away.
Yeah, exactly. Sirius, as you leave, you notice the concierge is less scaly now. A little bit smaller. You see horns now. And you realize, oh, this is a tiefling. Oh, cool.
Is there a mirror anywhere super close?
Not in the lobby, no. You don't.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Is there like a metal like beam or something semi-reflective?
Roll percentage dice.
Okay. 16.
Okay. Unfortunately, no, you don't see any
No.
metal support beams nearby. You see a few that are like underneath. Yeah, so it's like a tiered system, and on the sides there's these metal beams, but there's like none that are directly in front of you. No.
Okay. I will. I'll do the thing where I like kind of like slick my horns back a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
This number, right?
Yeah.
Hey, hi.
Hello. Is there anything I can help you with?
No.
And you see she's about probably 5'4". Earrings from the base of her ear all the way to the tips. Her horns...
Do I notice he's talking to her?
Yeah, you do. Her horns
gonna
go
walk
back
up and
behind her ears. Her hair is like jet black, and then the horns have like chains like coiled around them. And she's wearing the hotel uniform.
Give him a little pat on the back, and also cast guidance while I do that. And I'll just be like, I'm gonna run outside just to.
Okay, cool.
I'll be outside.
I'll catch up with you. I like your earrings. They connect to your horns. That's neat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What happened to yours, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, this whole thing. So I got in a fight back home with a big scary creature, and all he took was the horn, and should have seen him. Woo! Was not a good day for him.
Make a charisma saving throw.
Check the Riz.
A Riz check.
Gosh.
Yeah, I want to hear something really funny.
Go on.
Kira, before she left, her and her D&D party, like her and two others of them got some D20s and little scrolls that said Nat 20 Riz tattooed on their ass.
Oh my god. That's so funny. I don't think guidance helps with saves.
It doesn't.
Fucking 9.
Wow, you're very brave.
Wow. No.
Is there anything I could do for you? Do you need directions?
Oh shit. I don't know if Animus knows where we're going. Jacob, where are we going?
You're going to House Thunderbrand.
Could you point me to I'm sorry, I'm so rude. My name is Cirrus. What's your name?
It's Teresa.
Please tell me there's a name tag as well.
Yeah, they do wear name tags.
Probably.
So yeah.
Was it Teresa?
Teresa, yeah.
Spelled Teresa?
Yeah, but it's pronounced Teresa.
Teresa.
Yeah.
It's got a little.
There's a little umlaut.
Umlaut. Okay, cool. Teresa. Nice. That's a lovely name. Nice to meet you.
It's
I'm
wonderful to meet you as well.
Oh, thanks. Stop. I'm looking for. Could you point me in the way to House Thunderbrand? I believe is where I'm at going.
Yes. Okay. So you're going to want to go to the middle slab.
Middle slab.
And then once you get through the corkscrew tunnels, you're going to want to take a right, and then a left, and then if you see a large mansion with like a garden in front of it, that is House Thunderbrand.
That's with the garden. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, there is a coffee shop near there. It's a little late, but if you're there overnight, it'd be a good snack in the morning.
Oh, nice. Are you a coffee drinker yourself?
From time to time, yes. I prefer tea, but sometimes tea
That's-
just isn't enough, you know.
Yeah, no, I got some friends that are really into the teas. More of a coffee.
That's
Okay,
interesting.
yeah. Anyway, you've been a very, very pleasant person. I will be on my way. Thank you very much. Have a good day. And I fucking.
Have a good evening.
Oh my god.
All
It's
right.
the game shop. Just in
That's
D&D.
literally how it went.
Art imitates life sometimes, guys. All right, so following Cirrus's wonderful directions, you also
a
knew
couple hours
exactly where to
completely
go.
tracing out a map for
Yeah,
us.
you knew exactly where to go. Yeah, you actually you let Cirrus lead for a little while, and then he starts to get a little off track, and you gently correct him.
Yeah, I do one of those things where it's like you're pushing the shopping cart, but your kid thinks they're pushing the shopping cart.
Yeah.
Like behind me, holding on to the cart.
Exactly. So
We're walking and talking, and I start heading into it like
Right, he started getting farther away from me.
yeah, like
so you guys eventually make it to House Thunderbrand. You see a kind of younger looking dwarf practicing magic in the front, and he notices you. Are y'all the people that are supposed to be here to see Daddy?
yes. How old does this?
Probably
what am I
around
looking
like
at?
12, 13-year-old dwarf. Just starting to get the beard.
He's southern. It's fine.
That's how
not
the
condoned.
Southerners talk.
That's how they talk.
I've heard
Um,
so many Southerners say daddy.
No, I wasn't saying that. I was asking.
Caleb
what
hates
I
the
was-
South. It's obvious that he just can't stand the Southerners.
Yeah,
Oh,
you Southerners.
Ew.
Oh yeah, we're here to talk to. I would assume your father's Cornelius, then.
Yes, he is. Yes, sir.
Yes, we're here to talk to him.
All right. Yeah, right this way. I'll take you to him. I think he's working in his workshop right now. But I'll see. So he leads you guys in. Cornelius is kind of enjoying his dinner as you guys enter. The young dwarf comes in. Daddy, these men said that they're here for you. And Cornelius looks up. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Fargus.
Vargas or Fargus?
Fargus.
Like Fargo, but with a S.
With an us. Yeah. Yeah. It's like tomater without the ta.
Without
Yeah.
the
Yeah. So Fargus goes off. Please, take a seat. I was expecting you.
Oh, sorry. We could have waited till after you were finished.
It's fine. Can I offer you anything? Have y'all eaten?
Actually, we have not
proper
eaten.
way to say it.
I don't want to impose
We all
on that,
eat?
but maybe
Yeah, you're
maybe
right.
some bread and stuff.
They're not that southern. They're like Arkansas southern.
Cheat yet?
Gee.
What do you know about Arkansas Southern?
I
Oh,
feel
boy.
like I'm
we
about
got
to be
we got a
attacked.
couple Southerns fighting it out here.
Well,
We
see,
got some Arkansas, a little bit of
Mississippi's the real
Mississippi.
South.
Yeah,
Arkansas.
I was about to say,
Arkansas
we got a
is
Southern
barely the
Missouri, an
South.
Arkansas, and a Mississippi right now going.
I can out
I'm also-
southern yins.
Full representing Texas and Arkansas.
Texas ain't
Texas
the
is
I-
the West.
I was
No idea what's going on right now.
Texas ain't the South. I said it, Texas.
It's West.
Yeah, fuck you.
What does that even mean?
Texas is so big though, like it's its own country pretty much.
It's got its own zip
Texas.
code. even.
Yeah.
Some may
It
say
has quite a few yet.
it has maybe even more than 2 or 3 zip codes.
Gosh dang it. Anyway,
That's pretty big.
let's get back into it. Reel it in, guys. We're almost done for the night.
Actually, now that you speak of it, we have not eaten yet. I'm so sorry, but maybe just some bread and some meat or something.
Anything at the table's all yours.
What's on the table?
So
Jacob?
you guys see some roasted
Wait,
pork. You guys see there's like fruits, salads,
Yummy.
fruit salad, yummy, exactly. You guys see some chicken that has been kind of is in general picked clean. You also see a giant turkey, and then also you see an animal that you are not like it's like got the body of a chicken, but it's like a lot bigger. And you don't quite know what that is.
Cornelius, is it?
Yes.
What is that big old chicken over there?
Oh, that's a cockatrice.
Oh God!
Jeez.
Oh my
You can get
God!
away from it.
Those motherfuckers.
It's got a little bit of an earthier flavor than your average chicken or your pheasant, but it kind of stings the tongue and it has a little bit of a sour taste. It's actually kind of good.
Is it like? Is there a lot left?
I mean, there's what you can see, and you see there's about a fourth of it left, but like that's more than a whole chicken.
Can I try that?
As I said, anything on the table's yours.
Is this a just grab a fork?
Help
and
yourself.
get at it? Okay, yeah. Yep,
I'll just take a piece of bread to start off.
I grab a plate and start doing the a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. Yeah. You also notice that there are no like servers or what little you've dealt with like high society. They have like wait staff essentially that like cut their food for them and prepare everything and give it to them.
Eat
Not
them,
so
burp
here.
them, you know.
Yeah, not so here. Yeah, you know, Caleb's average Saturday.
Stop it! Don't do that to me. It's not like that.
You set yourself up for it every time. Caleb does not have that much money. It's true. He's
not rich.
He's a post-grad trying to survive. So, you guys eat. It's pretty good. The cockatrice is a little overcooked. It's a little dry. But, you know, you got to cook it like that or else it'll turn you to stone. So.
While we're kind of like, while Sears is picking through a little bit and we're kind of eating a little bit. So, Cornelius, not to jump into something, I just want to get this part out of the way. We heard from every house we talked to that Anzu was a dead man walking into your house.
Yeah, that was a pretty funny story, wasn't it?
I mean, it was going to be very entertaining to hear some sort of explosion from across the city, but, you know, I just was wondering.
Well, to tell you the truth, I was planning on killing him, but
we understand.
Know, Linares came and talked to me, and she got me thinking about it. And, you know, I had a good life, and everything's been going good. And
speaking of Linares, she asked me to talk to you about something about a staff or
yeah, the staff of Loath.
The staff of Loath, yeah. That's the one.
Yeah, for a while we thought it was just an urban legend, you know, something you tell the kids to stay away from the Durgar and the Dryades and all them others. But I sent a team down because we were having some weird seismic activity, and we found a group of Durgar that were praying to this thing, and let me tell you, the amount of spider eggs that can fit inside a Durgar's body, it's a lot of them.
God, that is just disturbing.
Well, you know, don't be messing with the Queen of Spiders.
Fair. Common saying.
Is it by chance possible that Yuren's brother was part of one of the expeditions that were sent down?
Uh,
Maybe not yours, but
wasn't
part of
part of mine. No, Kern. He fancied himself a little bit of an adventurer, and he went down there and he hadn't come back. I assume he's either spider food or spider's house.
Gross. Well, is there any possibility he's alive, or you think it's just a...
It's pretty slim. It's pretty slim.
Okay.
You know
Just
how a
wanna make
spider
sure.
eats, or at least these spiders that we've observed. They wrap you up in a cocoon and then they spit a venom inside that melts you down into a liquid and then they slurp you.
I've seen that happen before.
I put my knife and fork down and kind of pushed
and that's not food.
As I'm sitting there kind of slurping up some of the fruit that I'm eating. Yes, of course, yes.
Eating it with bird face.
Yeah.
But Linares told me that there was a group that she been working with. She did not mention that Anzu was a part of it, but whatever. Said there was a group that could probably handle it, and I mean, this end of the world stuff's pretty pressing for you. But if you got time, I believe there's a cult developing down there, and we need to nip that in the bud before we have spiders crawling up out of the mines.
So here's a question: what does the Scepter of Loth do?
Well, see, we don't know for sure. We know it's been causing some seismic activity.
Secondary question: if we got the Scepter of Loth, would we be able to use said scepter possibly in the war and then
I wouldn't.
return? Okay.
I wouldn't do that at all. Last people that tried to do that, as I said before, were houses or food for spiders.
That's true. I guess I've just kind of we've had too many run-ins with different types of people, and sometimes we use that for...
Do you know a lot about Loth?
A little bit, not as much as I probably should. I'm not.
Good. Don't learn anything else. The more you learn about her, the more she can get in your head.
Okay.
I would suggest staying far away and just, going down there, squishing some spiders, grabbing the staff, and then we'll put it in the vault here at the manor.
Yep.
Or we could even put it in the conservatory. That was a suggestion.
So you're not the only one looking for it. Obviously, as we said.
I'm assuming Cobble's wanting it?
Cobble wants it, yes.
Mm-hmm. He's been plotting to get that thing for years.
Cobble.
Have you told him you're going to get it for him?
Did we tell him, Sirius?
Did we tell him? I don't
know.
I don't remember.
It was one of those conversations of getting in and just getting out and just being like, yep.
He mentioned something about a staff or something or another.
Well, if Cobble's wanting you to get that and he finds out that you're not getting it for him and you're getting it for me, he will send a group of his best men down there to try and kill you.
Oh, no, we're not getting it for you, wink. We're not getting it for you or him, wink, wink. So what should happen is just make sure he thinks we're going back down there for him. And
one more thing. If y'all are going down there to get it, don't let anybody magical hold it.
So, what do you mean by magical?
Well, your wizards, your sorcerers, your clerics, even really don't let a warlock hold it. Whoo!
Never.
And then I don't know about druids. I would say I would try and avoid it at the most.
What if I have a little warlock? What if I've dabbled?
If you have any, son, you don't need to be anywhere near touching that.
I would not offer up that information, Animus. But
I don't have no prejudice against warlocks. I get it. If you don't have the ability to study and learn from books, might as well get it from a demon or an angel or an archfey or, whatever all them non-magical losers have to use.
That went away.
I have no... Okay, well, okay.
So, yeah. So, fighting type kind of people more hand to hand.
Basically, if the only thing you can do is press digitation, you're probably not magical.
Right. Okay.
But if
Like a
if you don't
ranger would
if
do.
none of you have any way to wield it without having a magic user, just pick the one that is the least corrupted. That's probably your best bet. But don't let Anzu touch it.
Right. So here's a thing. Anzu isn't necessarily aware.
Not
This-
supposed to go.
Yeah.
Making it sound like I have Alzheimer's. I'm not aware.
You talk about your glaucoma all the time.
Glaucoma's been fixed for 20 years.
Well,
it's acting up again.
Linaris mentioned that she doesn't think Anzu should probably be near it anyway. In what little we have learned about it, it tends to corrupt those who wield it, and the more magical energy they have, the faster the corruption takes.
What do you mean by corrupt?
Well, I mean by they start to look more and more like a spider. And unless you want more legs, I would suggest not doing that.
I'm good with 2.
Yep.
To be honest.
That sounds cool.
Okay, I don't think this one needs to be touched.
No,
don't let him touch it. Also, aren't you a druid? You can have as many legs as you want.
That's what I was just saying. I can already do that. I just alter self and I have legs pop out of.
Yeah, you're not touching that.
Yeah, that's probably a wise move.
I wasn't going to touch it.
But I think that's about all we can discuss out here. Here, come down into my workshop and we'll talk about celestial movements.
I'll grab a handful of grapes.
Okay. So as the three of you go down into Cornelius's workshop, that will be where we end tonight's session.
Yes.
Thank you all so much for watching. We've really enjoyed it. For those of you who have stuck with us for so long, we appreciate it a lot, guys. Whether you're watching this right now or you're watching it on YouTube a year from now or whenever. Thank you so much, and we hope to see you again next week. Or maybe not. Possibly. I don't remember. Well, you know how we are. We'll see you guys later.